Guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the start of another project. So for this panning project I wanted to do Pan That Palette, which basically, if you don't know what it is that you commit to panning an entire palette in a year. Usually in a year, that's what I've seen. Kind of a crazy undertaking. The idea behind it is to actually get use out of our palettes because it's so easy to keep buying more and more palettes and then you end up like, you know, barely using like half the colors in it, and then what's the point, right? We're just wasting our money and constantly buying more and more stuff. This way I get some use out of the palettes that I bought because I love the way they look, and that makes room in my collection for me to, you know, bring in a new palette and not feel guilty about it and not end up having like 50 palettes, which nothing wrong with if you have 50 palettes if that's what you want to do. I'm just saying for me that'd be like way too many and I just start to feel really guilty when I start having an excess of stuff. So the best way for me to approach makeup is to constantly use it up, and then bring new things in because I like trying new things. I don't want to just keep repurchasing the same thing over again, which again, if that's what you like to do, you do you, but I'm gonna do me. So I chose a full-size palette and a mini palette for this year to use up, and we'll see how well I do. I don't know that I'd actually be able to, you know, hit complete pan on everything, at least in the full-size palette, but if I can at least hit pan in all or most of the eyeshadow colors, I'd be pretty happy about it. So for my full-size palette, I chose the Tarte Graveyard Girl Swamp Queen palette. And if you haven't heard about this palette, it has 9 eyeshadows, as well as a bronzer, a blush, and a highlight. And I'm going to be focusing on using up these shadows, not necessarily the bronzer, blush, and highlight, because the colors are a little bit too intense for me, especially like this blush is like super, super like pink. This bronzer is really dark, and they're all really glittery. Like this highlighter is like super chunky. I might try to use these like in eye looks, but I'm more focusing on using up all the eyeshadows, or trying to hit pan in all the eyeshadows as well, at least. So as you can see, I've only really used it a few times. I haven't gotten a lot of use out of it yet, but I'm hoping that, you know, in subsequent check-ins you'll be able to see that I'm actually making progress on this. And then for my mini palette, I chose this Lancome palette I got as a gift with purchase. And I do enjoy the colors in here. The only thing that sucks is that there's only one true matte, which is this one. Everything else in this palette is shimmery, which I feel makes it hard to use as a standalone palette. Like even this color right here, which I really, really enjoy, has some slight glitter in it. And then so does this gray color, and then the black also has some glitter chunks in it, which is a little bit harder to use, but I really like these colors. I don't know how well my swatches show up, but especially when I'm swatching on top. But yeah, I mean, hey, I'm swatching on top to show you that you can layer these and they come out really nice. I really like this one too. So this you wouldn't think would be as hard to use up, but I'm finding it a little bit hard to just get a variety of eye looks out of this. So these are the 2 palettes I will be focusing on this year, and hopefully I see some good progress. I'll try to do about monthly updates. I do have some newer palettes though that I have just purchased that I really want to get some use out of and kind of cycle through as well. And I don't think, because of how limited the colors are in the Swamp Queen palette, it'll be easy for me to just keep wearing the same thing over and over again for too long. So I will be kind of switching it up. We'll see then how it all goes. Hopefully I hit pan at least on a few of the eyeshadows. Hopefully I hit pan on all the eyeshadows. I doubt I'll use up everything, but I am definitely trying to make a better effort in using my makeup in general. So I'm hoping to be successful. And if you're doing a project pan as well, let me know what you're currently working on, and I guess I'll see you guys next video. Bye!